Hey, this is Alex with Grow How, and what I've got here is a couple of cherry trees. These are not ones I planted. They were fairly mature by the time I took over care of this property, and they're way too close. A cherry tree wants to be, say 35, 40 feet tall, and probably at least 30 feet wide. That means there needs to be 30 feet in between these trees. That ain't 30 feet. Even if you get it on dwarf rootstock, that's really maybe 25 feet, maybe. Still, I'm going to say 30 is the lowest I'd want to go. If you prune them properly, you could go probably smaller, but cherry trees are really hard to keep small. So I'd probably still not space them less than 25 or preferably at least 30 feet. And we've got maybe 15 feet there. I haven't measured it, but it's clearly not enough as you look up. Branches are interlacing, and these trees are still not full-sized yet. I know spacing on trees is difficult, and I know there's a lot of different recommendations and advice given by different agencies and different dealers. It's simply quite often not enough. The trees, especially big ones like cherry trees, are almost always planted too close. And this is not the only ones. There's some pears down there. You can't really see them down at the end. Those are too close, and I've got apples and peaches in between, and those, this guy was an old dude that planted these, and he'd been farming for years and years and years and years, and he really had a chance to know better. And he's a good guy. I like him, but he didn't do a great job on this. If I'd gotten in early enough, if I had been here when they were new, I could have kept them almost to that size. Honestly, not quite. Look at those peaches, and I still need more space. So people are going to say, well, if you do summer pruning, you can keep them smaller, and you're absolutely right. But if you're not experienced at that summer pruning, if you're not experienced at any pruning, you're not going to keep them that small. If you're not committed, you're not going to keep them that small. And if they're a cherry, that's a lot of commitment to keep that at, a 15-foot size tree. It's a lot of commitment. So when you space your trees, please look at the full size. And I'm going to recommend, don't look at the size of pruned or of the dwarf rootstock. Look at the full size trees and use that to start your spacing. Again, if you're highly experienced, you don't need to watch this video. Catch your spacing. One of these days, if there's enough demand, I'll put together a video for talking about spacing of each individual tree. Please, if you want that, note it in the comments below and hit the like button so I know that that's what you want. And I'll catch y'all later. Manana.